In the blink of an eye, all 8 billion humans completely vanish from the face of the Earth. No meteors, no zombie apocalypse, just silence. For the first few months, the Earth would be a chaotic mess of exploding power plants and starving pets. But eventually, nature would reclaim our cities. Vines would swallow skyscrapers, and forests would tear through our highways. But nature hates a vacuum. With humans out of the picture, the throne for the ruler of Earth is suddenly completely empty. So, who takes our place? Who becomes the next dominant species to build societies, create technology, and maybe, millions of years from now, dig up our bones and put them in their museums? You might think it's the lions, the tigers, or the bears, but you would be dead wrong. Today, we are looking at the bizarre evolutionary race for the Earth's throne, and the ultimate winner will completely terrify you. Let's get one thing straight. Brute strength does not build civilizations. Lions, great white sharks, and grizzly bears are apex predators. They are at the top of the food chain. But biologically speaking, they are at an evolutionary dead end. To rule the world, you don't just need to kill things. You need to manipulate your environment. You need to build tools, control fire, and pass down complex knowledge to the next generation. A lion might be terrifying, but it doesn't have the thumbs to hold a hammer, and it definitely doesn't have the brain capacity to invent agriculture. So, if the muscle heads of the animal kingdom are disqualified, who is left? Obviously, we should look at our closest relatives, the primates. Chimpanzees and bonobos share 98.8% of our DNA. They already use basic tools. They use stones to crack open nuts and sticks to fish for termites. They have complex social structures. They start wars with rival tribes, and they can even learn sign language. If humans vanish, chimpanzees are the next in line, right? Not exactly. You see, apes have a massive geographical problem. They only live in very specific, warm, tropical climates. If humans disappear due to a massive climate disaster, a global pandemic, or an ice age, the exact same thing that kills us will probably wipe out our closest cousins, too. Furthermore, apes reproduce incredibly slowly. It takes them years to raise a single baby. In the brutal race of evolution, slow and steady doesn't win. Fast and adaptable does. Which brings us to the dark horses of the animal kingdom. The ultimate survivors. If you want to know who will inherit the Earth, look in your sewers. Rats are evolutionary masterpieces. While humans spend thousands of years trying to adapt to different environments, rats just follow us. They can survive freezing winters, scorching deserts, and extreme radiation. But it's not just their survival skills. Rats are highly social, extremely intelligent, and they breed like crazy. 2 rats can turn into 1,200 rats in just 1 year. Without humans to poison them, set traps, or pave over their habitats, the rat population would explode into the trillions. Over millions of years, evolution could push them to grow larger, walk upright, and develop more complex brains. Imagine a future society of giant, highly intelligent humanoid rodents, building cities out of our trash. It sounds like a bad sci-fi movie, but biologically, it is a very real possibility. But maybe the next rulers won't walk on land at all. Maybe they will fly. Let's talk about corvids, the family of birds that includes crows and ravens. Do not let the term bird brain fool you. Crows are terrifyingly smart. They understand the concept of water displacement, a physics concept that human toddlers struggle with. They can bend wires to create hooks to fish for food. More importantly, crows hold grudges and they communicate. If you throw a rock at a crow, it will remember your face. It will fly away, tell its friends, and for years an entire flock of crows will attack you on sight. They literally pass down cultural knowledge and warnings to the next generation. The only thing stopping crows from taking over the world right now is their anatomy. They have beaks and claws, which are great for surviving, but terrible for building complex machinery or controlling fire. But give evolution a few million years, and those claws could easily evolve into hand-like structures. But what if the next ruler of Earth doesn't come from the land or the sky? What if it comes from the deep? Enter the octopus. If there is any creature on Earth that looks and acts like an alien, it is the octopus. They don't just have one brain, they have 9. They have a central brain, and a mini brain in each of their 8 tentacles. They can solve complex puzzles. They can open child-proof medicine bottles from the inside. They frequently escape from high-security aquarium tanks, sneak across the floor, eat the fish in the next tank, and sneak back into their own tank before the guards notice. They have incredible problem-solving skills and 8 incredibly dexterous arms that can manipulate objects far better than our 2 hands. So why aren't octopuses ruling the world already? 2 huge flaws. First, they live in water, which means they can never discover fire. Without fire, you cannot forge metal, and without metal, you cannot build advanced technology. Second, they have horribly short lifespans. An octopus lives for about 1 to 2 years. Imagine trying to build a civilization if everyone died before their 2nd birthday. There is no time to pass down knowledge. Every generation has to start from absolute zero. But what if the oceans dry up? What if evolutionary pressure forces the octopus onto the land? Scientists and evolutionary biologists have theorized a future creature called the squibin, a highly evolved, land-dwelling, tree-swinging octopus that lives for decades, passes down knowledge, and uses its tentacles to build complex societies in the forests of a post-human Earth. When we ask the question, who will rule the Earth after us, we are actually exposing our own human arrogance. We assume that the Earth needs a ruler. We assume that intelligence, technology, and building giant skyscrapers are the ultimate goals of evolution. But evolution doesn't have a goal. It only cares about one thing: survival. Sharks have been perfectly surviving for 400 million years without inventing the iPhone. Crocodiles survived the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs without ever learning to read. We humans have only been here for about 300,000 years. In the grand timeline of the Earth, we are just a tiny, noisy flash in the pan. We are not the final rulers of this planet. We are just the current tenants. And whether our replacements have feathers, tentacles, or fur, the Earth will keep spinning completely fine without us.